Hey everyone, this is Peter, and welcome back to Creating Art with Peter Palmiotti. This is Terra, part 2. Um, Drawing inking a commission. Um, Previously, I did 98% of the figure. Um, might do a little touch up here and there, but essentially, that's done. Yeah, let me get the rest of it in the camera. I really need a better setup. But anyway, so I penciled in, as you may be able to tell, a sort of rectangles all over the place. Terra has superpowers of controlling rock. I figured I'd do a graphical interpretation. Uh, well, not interpretation. It's a graphical sort of background. And so that's what I did. I penciled in a bunch of rectangles. And I'm going to outline them with my rapidograph and then fill in some of them with mostly black and do wash on the center ones. Now, mind you, I did a complete piece before, so I'm essentially copying myself. But yeah, so I'll just jump to me finishing the very next step, which is outlining it. So I shall return. So here we are. So I completed the grid. Where's my pencil? So as you can see, made the boxes. These will be filled in mostly black. And on the other one I did this and this were wash. But I'm sort of thinking maybe I'll make these half and half. We'll see. I'll do these, then I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. um, well, I'm looking at the other one, which I'm not going to show. No, I'm just going to do what I did before. Anyway, you'll see soon enough. Alright, so I'll do the outside boxes first, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so we're just jumping through the steps on this video. Well, I hope it gives you a different perspective of how I'm working here, but I just want to show you close up. Focus. So it's self-explanatory. What I did is not fill it in totally black, but I left little white cuts, sort of representing rock. And I just colored in the edges black and on top and a little bit on the bottom. So and what I'm going to do now is set up my wash, and I'm going to do a couple of the rectangles And then I believe I'll jump to the end. So hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I just turned the page so hopefully you can see a little better as I work on it. And I got my, I'm not going to tilt it too much, but I got my Caligan ink here. And a little small glass of water. That's the best as far as visuals that I could do. No. Without moving my camera. Alright. So now I'm just dipping away. Let me just say that if I move my camera, then it disconnects. So that's why. That's why. Alright. So I got some wash. Should have done a zoom. Maybe this isn't the best. If I add a little more water to it, gets a little more saturated and therefore lighter. And let me give you a close up. So there, so imagine a whole grid to that effect. I'll do another one. So I'll get more black ink on it, add some water. That's too dark. Add some more water. That looks okay. Now I realize that lot of the pencil lines are still on the page. What I'll do is erase them after I'm done with this one, and then proceed to work on the whole grid background. And let's see, okay. A dash of more black, some more water. Yeah, I just, you know, it's too dark. That's way too dark. Come on. Lighten up, lighten up. Alright, that should be good. Alright. Now I'll lighten it up some more. Just giving it a bit of difference than the paper. So it's so in the end, that one's darker. Probably can't tell that much, but let's see. That's a little darker than the one below, but I'll have varying shades of gray. But essentially, do that to all the shapes behind her. The sort of panel rock borders will really stand out, make her pop, as well as the logo above. So I'm just going to get into it and do all that. Hey, it's not finished. No, I just wanted to show really quick. Hey, this is what a page looks like that's been erased. Before I clean that off. For all my digital pals out there. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so here we are. As you can tell, it's finished. At last. Joy, joy, joy. Here's the bottom. I can't get it all in the camera. Well, it's kind of sorta bent, but You get the idea. Um, so yeah, that's the finished Terra commission. I'll ship that out shortly. Jump on to what's next. So I hope all of you will join me for my just titled whatever I'm going to be doing art-wise, penciling, inking, sketching, videos, will now be under the title Creating Art, and they'll be numbered, and cause I'm crazy OCD like that. As if I'm sure a lot of my stuff is confusing, but I'm sure there's one person out there that enjoys my nuttiness. Okay, so yeah, I'll be getting to another one this week. And this is this. I'll make a copy and scan it and post it up onto my DeviantArt so you'll be able to see the whole piece. Because I got a small little scanner. I do have a bigger scanner, but I don't have the wire. Anyway, long story. I did want to take a moment at the end of this video to introduce you to the original art of a couple of the webcomics I'm working on. And, let me see, what can I do? Oh, hold on, 1 second. I'll do this live. If I do this might become clearer. Okay. So, this is a webcomic called Neon Eden. These are various characters within it. And some of what you are going to see coming up are a very different style. And this is the original style I was going to go with. Which is clean, sort of solid brush kind of work. This is the title sequence. So that was okay. So this is strip format. I'm going to be doing this one, Neon Eden. And so this is the cover for book 1-ish. I'll figure out more of it as I go along. This is my title page. Has a lot of information on that. Oh, so for anyone who doesn't know, and I think I mentioned this earlier, I ordered Manga Studio 5. It's going to help me a lot with word balloons and lettering. Not sure how flexible I could be with the lettering, but I plan to redo all the pages and the lettering. So definitely this page, because it's more three-dimensional lettering on it. This page is officially page 1. A car coming out of nowhere, and it looks like it's slowing down at a gas station. If you could see that on the camera. And this is the last page I did. I just posted this recently. Page 2. As you can see, I got a little ink outside the panel border, which I cleaned up in online, online on in the art program. Um, I very rarely do stuff like that nowadays, but I did. So I'm not perfect. So yeah, I'm penciling and inking this, and as I mentioned earlier, um, the art is going to have a different feel than this. Um, so it's a lot feathering and detail, and um, uh, I'm happy enough with this. It could have been even better. It's kind of hard to draw a guy sitting in a chair. This is the roof, and it looks like he's kind of a midget, but the roof is actually high above him. So I don't know if I captured that exactly right, but so yeah, that was Neon Eden up to date at the moment. Eventually I plan to. Currently doing 4 webcomics. I plan to have them all. Actually, I don't need this anymore. Possibly come out weekly. I'm just sort of getting things in gear. Alright, so this is the cover for issue 1 of Bright Eyes. I don't know if you could tell if I put that closer. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on the camera, but anyway, that's done on watercolor paper. And just wanted a different feel for the cover, and uh, it's definitely the working with a regular brush and ink. It definitely goes down differently. Yeah, I kind of happy with it, so maybe I'll stick with that sort of format. And this was page 1 of Bright Eyes. And like I said, I'm gonna really do. There's no lettering on this page, but maybe if I get really confident with Manga Studio, and that may take a couple months, I might go back and put lettering on this page. I'm not 100% sure how I'm doing these comics. Is I have a lot of ideas, but I'm not thumbnailing a whole issue and doing a whole script. I'm sort of writing down ideas, writing down pieces of script, like dialogue and stuff. And then as I get to a page, it's like, okay, what comes next? So I'm doing it this way so that I'll work faster. Experimental, I may change my mind down the line. But I hope you're following me on what I'm doing on the comics. So that's 2 out of 4 of them. Let me just keep that there because the camera gets all wonky and my crappy desk table is nothing to look at. So yeah, okay. So co-writing Neon Eden, and penciling, inking, and everything else. Lettering, eventually coloring. On Bright Eyes, I'm doing everything. Writing, I created it. I'm writing it. Penciling, inking. I'm going to be doing lettering and coloring. There's also Blood Rights, which is more collaborative. I'm doing with other people. I'm co-writing that, and inking that over the artist. Then is Neterium Kingdom, which is an idea I came up with, sort of not co-writing, but I'm working with my fiance Lisa on story ideas, and so I'm writing the script myself and penciling, inking, and I'm going to be lettering, coloring, and all that jazz. Maybe maybe down the line, things will be different, but that's what I'm setting out to do. I'll even put that there. Um, oh, and just a note, I actually did this one a little shorter, which I realized just now. So I did want to do it shorter this way, but I think I do want it taller, as tall as the other ones. So I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. Um, okay, so anyway, yeah, my main focus in everything I do is going to be my webcomics. I'm also doing these videos, doing my podcast Independent Road, doing my blog. I think it's peterpalmiotti.blogspot.com. What else? And illustrations. I'm doing sketch cards. I have stuff for sale in my store Envy store. I believe that's storeenvy.com/Human Art Studios, or Human Art Studio. And being inspired currently by Kevin Cross and Jeff Lafferty. Kevin Cross is doing a series of videos called Making Comics. He's doing 100 days of that to work a little each day to make comics. Jeff Lafferty is doing a art vlog where he does different art, paintings, sketch cards, just drawings, 5 days a week. I'll throw a lot of the links below in the description under the video. It's inspired me to do my own series of videos. I've been on YouTube for a while now, and I'm pretty sure I erased my earliest videos. I realized that the quality could be much, much better. But I'm doing what I can, and now I just want it to have a much clearer format. And I'm going to be working. Sorry, where was I? Okay, yeah, so I'm just trying to put more of a format to it. As I mentioned previously, and anyone following all my videos knows that, I got a list of commissions to get to, and I'm doing this whole has days, posting every day, but it's more like every day that passes. I mean, at the moment, it's every day that passes that I owe a piece of art. The only thing that's not art is my blog, but there's art to putting together a blog. So as we speak, today's the 10th, and I think this video was part of day 6, or 6, I believe. Yeah. I could go check that, but yeah, roughly. Um, and that's a what I'm trying to do with that, and I'm sure you heard me say this before, but um, there's all these different things I want to do and accomplish, and I'm pushing myself on a impossible schedule uh, in order to get more into a daily schedule, weekly schedule of completing all these different tasks, and posting it and getting it out to hopefully more and more people. So if you're listening to and seeing this for the first time, I hope you like my videos. Please comment below, tell me you're a new watcher, or if you're been watching, then just say hello. I love comments, and if you are new, please subscribe. More subscribers I get, the more people that will happen upon my videos, that will happen upon my Patreon page, because I'm doing 365 days of my Has days, which is Humanoid Studio, my studio name. My studio is me and anybody who works with me. It's not fully built and established yet, but I'm working hard to build up the webcomics, and eventually get them out on a weekly basis, and when each first issue is finished, to get them published. And you can go to my Patreon page and throw me support support me each month. If you support only $1, that's fine, that's cool. I'll get more and more people following me there and supporting me, and I'll be able to reach my goal of being able to do comics and podcasts and blogs and art full time. And I also just want to mention, in my store there's a bunch of art. What I'm going to do is start posting that art to eBay. So I'm going to be closing each item off and just posting it to eBay, because it's everything that's there has been listed for a while. So it's time to get some fresh art. So any sketch cards I do at this point, I'll put them in my store first, then eventually to eBay to auction off. So if you don't buy them when they're potentially cheapest in the store, then you'll have to grab them up and on my eBay account. And yeah, okay, so I don't want to go on for too much longer. There's a lot of information for people to take in. Yes, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. I know I'll get at least another video up this week. Not sure what it will be. Oh, well, I'm going to do a weekly Has Days update. So I kind of did that here, but I'll do a more professional one, I guess. Alright, thank you. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Okay.